I guess we can all agree that 2026 will be the year. 2026 will be the year for video games. 2026 will be the year that things will, even with movies, it feel like that would be this will be the year, the upcoming year, that things will be just, I guess you could say monumental. And Michael Myers, that's the reason why I'm making this video. The Halloween game is coming out next year of 2026 in September. And I was thinking to myself that I feel like that's too late. I feel like that's too late to drop a Halloween game. I feel like they should drop the Halloween game top of the year. Because I feel like, honestly, man, if you Ilphonic, the group that's making this new Halloween game, I feel like you don't want to come like that. By this being your first game, you don't want to come after GTA 6. But do we really know at the same time, will GTA 6 even come out in May 2026? I feel like it will. But that's the question that I asked myself last night, because I was like, they keep delaying it. But then I was like, they were saying that the reason why they pushed it to May 26th, 2026 is because of the guy that, it was Clyde, that was part of the Bunny and Clyde thing. Like, it was something dealing with something. He passed away on May 26th of 2026. So that's why I feel like they may be a strong possibility that the game will come out in May 26th of 2026. But I feel like if you got a game that's coming out, and if this is your first game, I feel like you should do it before the release of GTA 6. Just in case if they do or don't delay it or whatever, of GTA 6, I feel like you should come before, because it really sets a bigger tone if you drop it in January. Because a Halloween game does not have to come out on Halloween. I don't know why people think that it has to come out on Halloween. It don't have to come out on Halloween. They could drop that at the top of the year and it'll be just fine. You can play that game all year round because it's Michael Myers, man. Like, it needs no certain date to play Halloween, So this is something I feel strongly on. It should drop in January. And I feel like another thing, games don't do demos no more. Why is that? Why don't games drop demos anymore? I feel like if you Ilphonic, you should step back outside of the box and drop a demo on the this month, October, on the 31st of Halloween. It should be like I feel like it should be like a 3-minute demo. The way it just lets you like either choose one of the NPC, one of the civilians, or Michael Myers, and you have like a 3-minute trial. And I feel like that right there alone will get people ready and anticipating for the January release of the Halloween video game. Like, why wouldn't you not honestly want to be the first game to drop? And you know it's going to be fire because the game's going to be fire. Why wouldn't you not want to be the first game to drop at the top of the year? Because me personally, I mean, I love competition. But at the same time, you got to be strategic. You got to be a chess thinker, not a checkerboard thinker. Like, strategy tells you that if it's anything, of course, you're going to feel like you can outbeat or outdo another game, or whether it may be sports or anything. You feel like in your mind as a competitor that you can beat anyone. So no matter when because the Ilphonic mind, they feel like, honestly, that if they got competition, bring it on. Like, we can drop whenever we want. And I get that. But ain't nobody trying to wait to September. Otis? Ain't nobody trying to wait to September, man. That's too damn long. Honestly, I feel like you would do the fans a little bit more of a just do if you just drop it in January. Sensei's reality is asking, can y'all drop the game Halloween in January. And if you can, give us a demo in December. If not December, better yet, October 31st. Just 3 minutes, just 3. You know how it'll get like people, it'll build up the momentum. It'll build up everything that we want. Because, I mean, right now they're just giving us nicks and pieces of what they doing. And it's a little bit, but it's not like too much. And we still haven't received any new information on the Halloween game yet. So I'm only assuming that we going to get something on the 31st of October. That's just my assumption because we ain't got nothing yet. And it's the 15th of October already. So honestly, that's how I feel on that. But speaking on Michael Myers, my last video, I was talking to y'all about the future details of the Michael Myers movie franchise and about Blumhouse no longer having the rights to the Michael Myers Halloween movie franchise. And I think honestly that, you know, if it's going to, like I was saying, if it's going to Miramax, a lot of people don't know, Miramax make a lot of great horror movies. I can't name enough off the top, but I think Scream was one of them. I want to say Scream. I want to say, I really want to say Scream, but I could be wrong. But Miramax, when it comes down to just movies in general, I mean, let's just take away the horror part, the scary part of it. Miramax in general, I feel has been consistent when it comes down to their movies. They're being like great, you know, stories, and like it was like anything that Miramax got their name attached to, the films always made sense. You know, the story and the plots, and it always made sense. It didn't feel like nothing was like out of place and have you questioning yourself like, this don't make sense. Why did he do this, or why did she do that, or whatever the situation may be, you know, according to whatever the movie is about. Miramax always made sure that things made sense when it come down to their movies, and so there's like the studios and where it's being shot at, and just everything in its totality. Like, so that's why I trust Miramax, because they, like I said, they always been on point. They always been, you know, someone that you ain't got to worry about if they gonna fail at this. So there's been rumors saying that the Miramax is supposed to be, you know, having the rights to Halloween, the movie franchise, the Halloween Michael Myers movie franchise. Excuse me. So this will be something I feel like great. Blumhouse did a good job with what they had with Halloween Ends, and I feel like Miramax could really like bring back the horror element, like what we got with Halloween 1. I feel like Miramax can bring that horror type vibe back, because Halloween Ends, like, it wasn't like scary, you know, it was like, you know, it has its moments, but it wasn't like Halloween 1. It didn't give you that Halloween 2 feel. It didn't give you the return of Michael Myers, the revenge of Michael Myers type of element feel. It didn't give that, you know, the curse of Michael Myers. Like, it didn't give that horror feel. Like, you know, it just gave like, okay, y'all can't kill him, so here he go again. And that's not enough when it comes down to, you know, shooting the Michael Myers Halloween film. I feel like the thing that get lost is, you know, the connection with, you know, the horror feel, the vibe that'll bring, you know, someone jumping out of their seat and not expecting something. That jump out of the seat element, like that, I feel like it's been kind of, you know, replaced with, you know, okay, we know what's going to happen in this scene. It's kind of made it like a little bit more predictable when it comes to the Halloween movies, I feel, as of late, from Halloween Kills to Halloween Ends, because Halloween Kills came, and then we got Halloween Ends, which being the last one, you know, from the Blumhouse. And I feel like that's the recipe that Blumhouse was missing. The jump out your seat type of, feel when it comes down to the horror vibe, the horror aspect of the movies. That's what made Halloween, like I said, that's what made Halloween 1 and 2 and The Return and The Revenge of Michael Myers, the 4 and 5, and The Curse so special, because you didn't know what to expect, you didn't know what scene to expect Michael Myers to take out his next victim, for him to slash and dice somebody up. It didn't seem predictable. It didn't seem like you can be calm and relaxed whenever he do come into the scene, because you expecting him to be in a specific scene. We didn't have those expectations in the previous Halloweens from the classics that we had before Halloween Kills and Ends. We didn't have no, feeling to where we knew when Michael was finna come. He just came, and it just scared the shit out of us. Along with that, the instrumental. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Even when you heard the instrumental, you still didn't know if he was gonna be, taking somebody out in that scene. It was just the instrumental to get you prepared for, you didn't know when it was gonna happen type thing. So that's what I feel like the element is kind of like missing a little bit when it comes down to Halloween movies, because it seemed too predictable with the scenes. So I ain't saying this is a great thing that Blumhouse no longer has the rights, but I feel like with it being in Miramax Studios, I feel like it'll be that horror, that real vibe. If they do come out with another Michael Myers series, television series, for the first time ever, if it does do that, or movies, or anything dealing with Michael Myers, I feel like Miramax will really bring us back into that horror, unexpected, scary type feeling that we used to be accustomed of having, familiar of having. So that's what I feel like with my take on as far as the movie aspect, and a little bit deeper dive into that from the video that I had before, talking about the future of the Halloween, of the details of the Halloween movie franchise. And it's something I feel like that should be somewhere expected within the next couple of years or so, man, because you can't take us to, like I said, from the video game coming out next year, 2026. I feel like, honestly, that could be a possibility for them to take their time even more when it comes down to anything television, series-wise, or movie-wise for Michael Myers, because they're getting it from the video game. Even though it's like a remaking of the first Halloween, it's still Michael Myers. So you got to think about it. And that's all I want to really talk about when it comes to wrapping up that. But yeah, like the video, subscribe to the channel, Sensei's Reality. I appreciate y'all. Subscribe. It was one love. Peace.